Welcome to the SoBeing Podcast. Human doing, human being. Because we need both. We need to be and do. Only listen to this podcast when you can safely close your eyes. If you're operating heavy machinery, driving a vehicle, doing anything that requires your attention, come back to this. There are eyes closed, hypnotic meditation processes during this podcast. Only listen when it's safe to relax completely and make changes deep down inside that last and stay with you. Welcome to episode 7 of the SoBeing Podcast, Creating and Making Manifest. We're going to look at chunking your clear mental images, creating new ones, and here's a big secret about visualizing. It's far more advantageous in the future to visualize and see yourself visualizing you doing the activity of visualizing right now in your mind. Imagine seeing yourself taking time, moments here and there, to see yourself doing things that get you the results you want. The scientists have studied it, and the results show what many have known, that if you imagine and visualize in your mind's eye, and the sports psychologists and the sports professionals have been doing it for decades, and in your mind, if you visualize being handed a degree or a goal like an Ironman, you're more likely to achieve with huge result if you see yourself taking action that will get you those results. You imagine seeing yourself training for the Ironman or studying and learning for a degree. And as you imagine seeing yourself and a series of images of yourself taking action, doing things, mental images, clear snapshots, short little movies that play out that show you the way forward, and you feel good about the goal. And that's very Pavlovian thinking, good feelings about a goal. And the goal is you doing something, is you taking action, rather than a passive goal of being handed a degree or having a medal placed around your neck. When you visualize yourself taking actions, that's the real secret to visualizing. The good feelings that go with you doing activities that you enjoy. A goal like an Ironman is a goal that you choose to do because you want to do it. Or maybe you want to start your own business or further your own business that you currently have. Maybe it's health, or maybe it's creativity. And all of these areas are the areas of the life that you have the opportunity to create series of mental images that lead you to the end goal that is simply a marker on your journey that is life into the future. And so, inside the hypnotic meditation each week in the SoBeing Podcast, you go out into the future and experience both what it's like to be there, having achieved certain parts of the future, highlights of the goal, of the achievement, of the success that is a marker, and really feel how good it feels to be at that place. And then you look out into the future at the next steps, and you see yourself taking action, doing activities, doing stuff that gets you the results, that moves you to those next stages, and it feels good. And because it feels good, and because you're in a good state and an alpha brainwave and in the flow, and you just go in that way, you're open to more opportunities. Radiate your way as you radiate more opportunity out into the world. And it moves swifter and faster towards the achievement and attainment of the different aspects of those clear mental images out in the future that you create as a sequence of images, short movies where you see yourself doing things, activities that forward and move you towards more of what it is you do want. Having clear mental images and having clear mental images of you doing activities, the secret to visualizing, placed out into your future along your timeline or one of your timelines, from the moment right now where you imagine and envision and see the future and the future goals and the highlights that are out there. And in the future, the more that you put things that are sparkly and shiny, that have good feelings to them, that are thought about, that are thought of, that are big, that are sensory rich experiences, that are ones that feel good. Because why would you choose anything other than good or exciting or exhilarating as a choice for creating a new part of you and your lifestyle into the future? Because as you shape and change all of these different parts of your life, your lifestyle becomes one that's more style to it. Because you're doing more of the things that you choose to do in the future and create with clear mental image and efficient action taking movement that gets you mental imagery, physical. The studies again show with the basketball players who threw balls into a hoop and the other team who both practiced throwing the ball into the hoop and, in their mind's eye, visualized shooting the perfect basket, were the ones that succeeded. Real world activity, mental activity. And the more details that you put and that you allow your unconscious to come up with and present to you, that you can fill in both now and as you go into the meditations and afterwards, the more you have in the future that is exciting and that feels good, being mindful of where you are in the present, being thankful of where you are in the present, knowing that everything that you've done that supports you, everything that you've learned, all the resources and skills that you have that support you and that make you awesome are the ones that shine more now inside you. Shine more and radiate those good feelings out into the world, knowing that the energy flows back through and is replaced in you only get to gain by sharing more and more enthusiasm into the future for both you and your projects, as well as everyone else in the world that you meet, whose lives you smile and shine, and the opportunities that come from being outgoing and shining into the future. You can create series of mental images that support goals that you've created, small, short goals, as well as the big, longer goals, in all of the key and important areas of your life. Your family, your social, your spiritual, your career, your finance, creativity, all of the areas that are important to you, all of the things and experiences, the people and the places that you do them, are yours to choose from now, as you allow a choice to come to mind, either big picture or smaller, shorter goal in any of the areas of your life or multiple areas. You can gently take a deep breath in, and if it's safe and appropriate to do so, you can close your eyes eyes as you breathe out. And as you breathe out, take another deep breath in. Now. Hold that breath. And as you hold that breath, prepare to tingle and feel good. Relax as you breathe out. Tingle good feelings, relaxing feelings through your body. Takes one more deep breath in. And as you hold this last deep breath for the moment and relax, you can allow as you breathe out that image of the goal to come to mind, the thing that you want to achieve, the marker on your journey. Now, as you know what that is, you can start to become excited about creating more of it. And if any part of you or your unconscious mind thinks of anything that may stand in the way of or block the progress, and you can allow your unconscious mind or any part of you to bring to mind any block or limitation that may be there. And as you do, notice any block or limitation and where you feel that feeling of blockage or limiting. Imagine seeing that thing that blocks and that used to limit you on a screen, a small television screen, in black and white, all the colours gone. And notice that feeling, that block, and notice where that was, and shrink and push that feeling off, away, as the visual image on the TV screen disappears. And instead you breathe in good feelings, the good feelings, and what it is that you do want in its place, your thoughts on what you do want, and the details of the what you do want that become brighter and infused with more excitement and enjoyment into the future. Now. That gives you more and more to be grateful for. And each and every time that you feel good and grateful for something or someone in your life, an experience or a place that you've been and that you go, you can feel good. And you can notice how good that makes you feel, where those good feelings start. Increase those good feelings so that you tingle. Wonderful tingly feelings all over. And the more that you get that feeling going bigger and brighter inside your body of gratitude, the more it becomes infused with those clear mental images in the future. And as you bring to mind that thing in the future and feel how good you feel, that gratitude pulsing through you and into the future, infused with your thoughts and visions for the future. Increasing more and more. The more that you do this is a simple thing that you do all the time. Think about a thing and feel good about doing it. There are things that you think about that you just go for it and do it without even hesitating. You see it and you just know it and go for it. And those feelings of just go for it, when connected with those effortless moments where you're in that perfect flow state that makes everything effortless and fun, along with the knowledge that it's just done. You've achieved it. Now, that's a great state to see yourself in the future doing those activities that get you the results that you want. feels good. Now, imagine moving to a moment in time, a highlight, one of the things that you want to achieve and succeed at. Drop down into that moment in time. Feel how good that feels. Boost those gratitude feelings again. Look at the world. What does it look like having achieved this? How wonderful is this? Explore details you've not thought of before. Now, all the things around you that let you know you've succeeded at this, and the way you talk to yourself in excited, relaxed, happy tones about the achievement, the good feeling that continues to bubble up, and everything that makes this awesome, wonderful, epic, exciting, yes. And as you carry and infuse those feelings over into that moment, into the future, from the future's past, you can see steps that you've taken to get to that end result, that goal, that amazing thing. There are certain accomplishments, achievements, and steps that you had to take. And as you look right back down from the future to the present and see the future past in front of you, the highlights on the way to achieving that goal. And as you see yourself doing and achieving and succeeding and getting and having, you can see yourself doing the activities, the halfway, the 3/4, the 1/4 of the way, and in between. Now, you can imagine floating into one of those moments and seeing the world where you've already achieved a big part of this goal. You've taken steps, you've taken action, you've done things and got results. And as you float and drift right back to the present moment now, look along the timeline in front of you. You can see several steps, the first few things that you need to do. And you, in your mind's eye, know what you need to do, and you can imagine now, or as you sleep and dream, and deep inside your unconscious, seeing you doing the things that you need to do to achieve the first few successes, and beyond to halfway achieving the goal. You know deep down inside it becomes clearer, the images and thoughts of you doing things that get you to that halfway point, the thoughts of you taking action and doing stuff. And the more that you imagine and see those in greater detail with the good feelings, the more you're drawn towards seeing yourself having done things that get you halfway. And there's 3/4 of the way, which is where the excitement builds even more. And as you see yourself busily and relaxed and happily and effortlessly flowing and doing the things that you do in order to get you that far, 3/4 of the way, the full realization, and then what's beyond is beyond and beyond now. As you take all of these good feelings out into the future and infused into your future is looking brighter and shinier. Now, there are so many areas of your life to put the bright, shiny things. And as you take a deep breath in and allow your mind to wander over other areas that need more bright and shining, you can feel good as you breathe in again. Open your eyes, and next time in the SoBeing Podcast, a powerful way of changing the way you think removing old limits in such a powerful way so as to move you towards the things that you want. And doing this guided visualization with chunking the goal into steps. And those chunks are images, visions of you doing stuff, taking action, moving, doing, effortlessly, in that flow state, enjoying it, and feeling good and grateful whilst seeing those visions in the future. Now gets you more of what you want, brightens up your future, focuses you forward, and gets you more of the lifestyle that you want. This is John Vincent. Till next time.